All right, Davin Suddenvic here with the catch today, and we're going to be continuing on our topic of firing black powder out of 30-06 or any modern rifle cartridge. So we've shot 6 shots here at the range. We already cleaned the rifle in our previous video, and that's going to be up too. And now we're going to be talking about cleaning and processing the brass to be able to make it more accurate and reusable than what we had in our initial tests. Now, our problem with our initial tests was that these brass cartridges did not have the crimp removed from them. So all I'm doing right here is just applying a little bit of pressure and rotating, and I'm hoping that you're going to be able to see the difference on the camera here. I have honestly no clue if you're going to be able to tell, but what I'm telling you is that if you do this for yourself, you will be able to physically see the difference between a non-crimped and a crimped cartridge, okay? So what we're going to do first is just remove the crimps from all these cartridges, right? And I'm going to show you in real time to show you that it doesn't take that long. Then what we're going to be doing is taking all the primers out, which does not take that long as well. We will then be cleaning all 6 of these cartridges. And then after we clean them, then they're going to be ready for our next loading. Just the same loading process that you saw in our previous videos. The loading process has not changed. The only thing that we're doing is after we fire black powder through them, is we are removing the crimp that we placed on them in our initial loading. And all I do is I use the back of the tool first, slide it in there, roll it around between my hands, and I apply a good amount of force, enough to bend brass, right? And then I pull it to the other side, and the other side just gives me a little bit of a smoother area to work with. There's a little bit more torque. Then I put the decapper. I just like this little piece of wood because it holds my decapper in place. Put the depriming tool through there and give it a whack. That cap just does not want to come out. All right, so for whatever reason, I'm going to have to pause the video because we have the depriming tool stuck inside the brass case, which is not the first time we've had to deal with this. Okay, we had to use our backup deprimer. So what we do is we wash everything that touches the black powder, okay? So first things first, just put a little bit of soap onto here, onto your depriming tool. Wash it off with a little bit of soapy water, and put that off to the side. Next thing, you just take all cases. Now we only have 5 cases now since we had to destroy one of those in order to remove the other depriming tool. And you're going to lose brass once in a while with this. This is a very crude method of reloading. I know the water sound is in the background. Fill them all with warm soapy water. I'm going to turn that temperature down so it doesn't burn me. And we simply put the cleaning tip in all of them. Make sure they all get a little bit of attention. And then we go one by one, and then we just rotate it as we scrub with a little bit of an angle.
And we just keep it under the water so it just gets a little bit of a rinse, so it keeps taking all that residue away. Last thing we're going to do is we're going to clean our tip here. We don't want this to corrode. A little bit of soap. We're going to clean off that tip. Now this is going to have a very mild sulfur smell. It doesn't last for too long, but maybe about an hour or so. Then we're going to use standard dish soap on our hands. I know it's a little bit hard on your hands, but trust me, you do not want the black powder residue sitting on your hands all day. So all we're going to do is wash our hands. Some nice soapy water here. Water's a little too hot. Because I got my dishwasher running, all the hot water's rushing to this side of the house in my plumbing. And then take a paper towel, fold it in half, and just set them out to dry. And you know, they'll be dry in about an hour or two, and they'll be ready to reuse all over again. You can anneal them if you want to. I will end up annealing these cases. Annealing is just simply heating them up uniformly, and all that does is it breaks a little bit of the tension in there, and it allows me to retension the case appropriately. And that's it.